this is Jamie Malinder speaking for Jamie TV from my brand new Starbucks Studios premises. Today I want to do a quick video just to show you the new wireless system from Xvive, the U2 wireless guitar system. Xvive make my signature bass squeezer pedal, and so as soon as they brought this on the market, they sent me one to try out. And I'm really impressed with it, so I just want to, I'm not going to do a video where I'm going to do some fancy playing or anything today. I just want to show you what's in the box and how it works. So first of all, this is £119 UK money, and that would put it squarely in the budget wireless system price bracket. Now I'm a big believer that great music gear doesn't need to be fantastically expensive. I like to endorse products that are great value for money, quality gear that's not going to break the bank, and I'm just going to explain why I believe that this falls into that category. In the box you get 4 things. First of all, you get a little instruction booklet. Now I'm a little bit disappointed with this booklet because it only has one picture of Thomas Blug, and I would have liked more pictures of Thomas, but what I would suggest you do with this instruction booklet is cut out the picture of Thomas and stick it on your wall or the back of your wallet, you know, somewhere like that, and throw the rest of it away, because this system is so easy to use. You do not need the instruction booklet. So we'll cast that aside. Now you also get a transmitter and a receiver. So there's no huge big rack mount receiver unit or anything. There's no weight to this at all. Them days are done. This is a truly portable, chuck in that, you know, that little compartment in your guitar case that usually has like a drum key in it, because the drummer never remembers to bring a drum key, Allen keys, things like a string winder, which there's one in one of my cases. I never use it, you know, perfectly capable of turning the tuning peg. And there's usually something like a screwdriver that you always lend to the guitar player who can never be asked to bring his own, etc. Well, you could get rid of that crap out of there and put this in it instead. The way it works is, and it's very, very straightforward, it's completely noddy proof. The transmitter, I'll just show you this to begin with. The transmitter is designed so that it will fit in pretty much any instrument. I've not found a bass or a guitar yet that this will not fit into. And on the side we have an on switch, which is helpful, and a battery indicator. This will flash rapidly if the battery is running down. And by the way, both these units have a rechargeable battery in them, so there's none of that panicking about whether your battery is going to run out. Should I change it before this gig? Can I get another gig out of this expensive battery? Rechargeable battery inside, so you never need to open it up, which there was a company that made a wireless system that used a bug for the transmitter end many years ago. I remember a guitar player I used to work with had one, and I didn't like it because the fact that the back of it had to open up so you could change the batteries in it sort of weakened the whole construction of it, and it did actually fall apart before not very long. So then it had sellotape holding it together, and none of that with this. It's a very, very sturdy unit. That's not going to happen. And we have, I'll just turn the other one on. So the receiver, more or less the same thing. So plug this in your instrument, plug this side, switch it on, plug this side into wherever your lead would go, the front of your amp if you're a direct in kind of a person, or into your first pedal. So as you can see, we're lit up red on the transmitter and the red battery light on the receiver, and the blue light means that it's receiving signal from here. Now let's say that somebody else happens to be on the same channel as the system that the channel that your system is already on. It has 4 different channels available. Okay, so let's say I want to move on to the next available channel. On the transmitter, click this little button over here. See, that gives me 4 flashing blue lights to indicate I've just moved the transmitter onto channel 4. And then over here on the receiver, I've clicked the corresponding little button. It was on channel 2, it's just moved on to 3, so I'll just move it on one more. There we are, 4 flashing blue lights and then a solid blue to say that it's receiving signal. That's just about, well, that is all there is on the side of the unit. We've got simply the on-off button and the channel select button. Now, to charge up the rechargeable batteries inside of these units, the final thing that comes in the box is a USB lead. Just plug this end into whatever USB socket you choose to use, and on the other end there are 2 little mini USBs. So I've been keeping this in the back of my amp rack, and then when I get to my gig to set up, I simply stick these 2 little units on top of my amp, plug these in, and then just sit them down, stick it in the right way around, sit them down on top of my amp, let them charge up while I finish setting up. Now, battery life, I haven't fully tested. I have done 2 full 2-hour gigs without charging up, and there was still plenty of battery life left in it. I've heard from people who've done 3 gigs and still the battery's not run out. But I mean, I would imagine that unless you're an idiot like me, at the beginning of your gig or before you go to gig, you're going to charge the units up anyway. So I can't see these not having any power, not having enough power for any particular gig really. Okay, so the U2 is cleverly designed. It's small, it's portable, it's sturdy, it looks cool, and the price is fantastic. But what about the real questions people want answered about a new wireless system that comes on the market? Well, as for latency, I can't remember what the distance is supposed to be that you can use the unit over, but these last couple of weeks since I've had the unit, I've used it in some very big stages at large theatres. I've been stood at the back of the hall, no noticeable latency whatsoever. There's no noticeable signal loss. In fact, there may just be a touch of added volume as a result of using this unit. Most importantly to me, there's no loss of bottom end. Some of those cheaper wireless units that I've tried in the past, I've just not been able to use because most of the gigs I play bass, and there has been noticeable loss of bottom end, but not with this unit. So I would confidently say that this wireless unit is more than capable of competing with the big players out there, whilst keeping the price very, very low, and with the added advantage that it's really, really small and compact. I think that Xvive have come up with a world beater here. They've come up with something that's not quite like anything else on the market, and this really, really should put the company on the map. I'd just like to thank the guys at Xvive for sending me one. Thanks for letting me try it out, and I shall most definitely be keeping it. Thanks for tuning in.